With the Gold Blue Spring Showcase rapidly approaching, here is a primer so you'll know who's who when you go watch the Mountaineers on Saturday. What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Welcome back into the Country Roads Webcast. As always, I'm your host, Jordan Cruz, here today to bring you a Spring Showcase primer for Saturday's Gold Blue Spring Showcase. So that way you'll know who's who out there on the field, get to know some of these jersey numbers of the newcomers because there are going to be a lot of them out there on the field. So we're going to dive in here. I'm going to pull up the roster tracker here with the complete list of players that are on the Mountaineers roster currently that you could see during Saturday's Spring Showcase. But before I get to that, I just want to ask you guys a quick favor. If you would, hit the thumbs up button, give us a like on this video to really help us out with the YouTube algorithm. Will help other Mountaineer fans like yourself find this video so they can stay up to date on the WVU football roster throughout this offseason and know a little bit about these jersey numbers heading into the spring game as well. And if you haven't yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button because not only are we covering the roster now, but we're going to have to recover it after spring once it continues to develop heading into the fall. 105 player roster limit is coming up. That means there's going to be players moving out, players moving in, and we want to keep you up to date on all of that. Throw your thoughts in the comments on who you're excited to see and what you're excited to see during Saturday's Gold Blue Spring Showcase. So with no further ado, let's get into it. And we'll pull up the roster and we'll talk about some of the jersey numbers of the newcomers. All right, so as you guys know, usually on the roster tracker in the past, I've really only kept up with the scholarship players. I think moving forward, I'm just going to have to keep up with a 105-man list because the kind of walk-ons thing is going to be going away here in the near future. But this is every player that's currently on the West Virginia roster. I'm not going to read through every single jersey number. I'm just going to kind of highlight if there were any changes or the ones of the newcomers. But what I can tell you is that the Spring Showcase this year will not be televised. It will not be on the radio. And with them not splitting up the teams into, gold versus blue like they used to in the past, I'm not sure if there will be a program. So if you want to know what jersey number, who's making plays out there, you see somebody make a play, you don't know who they are, this could really help you a lot. So what I suggest and what I'm going to do is, pause this video, take a screenshot, have them on your phone. That way you can look at it for reference when somebody makes a play and know who is who during Saturday's Gold Blue Spring Showcase. So with no further ado, let's talk about these a little bit. Quarterback, of course, Jalen Henderson, new to the roster. He'll be wearing number 13. Max Brown as well. He'll be wearing number 6 out there. Scotty Fox, the true freshman that's enrolled early, he'll be number 15. You have Abe Fenwick as well. He'll be number 7 there at the quarterback position. Moving on to the running backs, Ty Edwards will be wearing number 2. LJ Turner will be wearing number 28. Redshirt freshman Dewar Hubbard is number 20, and redshirt freshman Trayvon Dunbar is 23. Clay Ash still 27, and Judah Price still 30. No, you guys didn't see them a ton last year, so I will let you know their numbers as well. Wide receiver position, some of the newcomers here. Orrin Singleton, better known as Man Singleton, wearing number 22. Gerard Bowie will be wearing 25. Cam Vaughn, the transfer from Jack State, wearing number 4. Cyrus Traw, wearing number 86. Brandon Raymond, redshirt freshman, wearing 18. Dom Collins, favorite here of the Country Roads Webcast, wearing number 85. And Andrew Fairs will be wearing 34. Tight end, we have several newcomers. Greg Genross was on the roster last year but didn't really get to see the field. He'll be number 82. Johnny Pascuzzi, the Iowa transfer, will be wearing 83. Jacob Barrick will be number 81. True freshman Jackson Accardi is wearing 49. Colin McBee will be wearing number 43. Offensive line, where most of these are actually newcomers, but you need to know Tykeist Crawford will be number 74 out there. Kimo Macaneole will be wearing 56. Walter Youngbear will be in 54. Then we go to Wyatt Minor, who will be number 68. Redshirt freshman Cooper Young, 64. Newcomer Robbie Martin, transferring in from NC State, the Huntington native, will be wearing number 63. Couple early enrollees here. Brandon Homedy be wearing number 71. Gavin Crawford be wearing number 57. Raymond Kovaleski is 51. Griffin Fogel is number 70, and Andreas Hunter is number 73. So there are the newcomers' jersey numbers to watch for on the offensive side. Flipping over to the defense here, Jamori Robinson, one of the big impact players that's coming in this year, one of the best pass rushers in the portal. He'll be wearing number 0. Then you also have Mekhi Byerson, who redshirted last year, wearing number 94. Brandon Caesar, an early enrollee, wearing 98. Another early enrollee, Amir Leonard Jean Charles, will be number 50. Wilnerson Telemock, another freshman, wearing number 47. You have Jackson Beiser at 59. And Adam Tomczyk will be number 89, which I didn't think that he would be added to the roster till over the summer, so he was a surprise addition I saw on the roster here for the spring. But if you see 89 out there on defense, that's JUCO transfer Adam Tomczyk. Jonah Uloa, number 91. Quentin Goins, number 95. Moving on to the bandit position, where Braden Siders, who has been a standout throughout the spring and is going to be a great pass rusher for the Mountaineers this year, is going to be wearing number 10. Orion Fisher, wearing number 44. Ramondo Johnson, another freshman that enrolled early, wearing 45. On to the linebackers, Chase Wilson, wearing number 32. Ricky Williams, redshirt freshman, wearing number 30. The transfer from North Carolina, Ashton Woods, number 33. Michael Hasty, wearing 48, and Aiden Fleming, wearing 43. Cornerback here is where we get into a lot of newcomers. We know West Virginia is trying to solidify that secondary, and they've brought in a lot of pieces to try and do just that. So let's talk about some of these guys and what number you can watch for to see who's making plays in that secondary. Michael Coates Jr. will be number 3. Devontae Golden Nelson will be wearing number 2. Derek Carter will be with 13. Jason Chambers will be 23. And then Zah Jackson, another early enrollee, is number 39. Jaden Bell, number 37. Mikey Preston, number 16. The nickel position, Jordy Scruggs, number 22. Fred Perry, number 5. Nasai Bell, number 42. Moving on to the safeties, where we also have several newcomers here as well. Jordan Walker, you can see him wearing number 4. Justin Harrington will be in number 8. William Davis is number 49. And then we have a couple of young guys here. Chris Filippo, number 34. Sammy Etienne, number 29. Jason Cross, a redshirt freshman, number 26. And Chris Henry, a freshman, number 27. Kickers. Ethan Head, the transfer from Tulane, is wearing number 99. R.J. Koshan, who was a backup last year, is 42. Casey Stanley, 44. Nate Flower, 48. At punter, Luke Savino is number 46. Of course, Ollie Straw still there is number 41. And your two long snappers, McGuire Moss, 38, and Caden Seller, 53. So there are the updated jersey numbers to know for the spring showcase on Saturday. And I want to add to that as you see there, that's several names, right? If you go through and count, there's 108 players on the roster already. We know the roster limit is 105, so obviously these are subject to change for multiple reasons. Some players may not be on the roster once fall comes around, and also some of these players may change their jersey numbers. So once we get into the fall, we'll do another jersey number update, but felt like this was vital for those of you heading up to the spring showcase so you can know who's who, but we do know a lot of roster changes are coming. As I said, 108 players there on the roster. The limit's going to be 105. West Virginia also has another 14 signees coming in, so that already puts them at 122 players. So they're going to have to cut at least 17 guys to get down to that 105, and probably going to be more than that because they're going to want to bring in some transfer portal players as well in this next transfer window. But for now, that's the roster that we have here for the spring showcase. Like I said, maybe pause the video, screenshot some of those so you have your own little ready-made DIY program for the spring showcase on Saturday, which looking forward to. Can't wait till April 5th to get to look at this team for the first time there at 1 p.m. at Mountaineer Field. Hopefully you're heading to the game as well to check this team out. And if you are, throw your thoughts in the comments on who you're excited to see and what you're excited to see during the Gold Blue Spring Showcase. Before you head out, hit that thumbs up button, help us out a ton with that YouTube algorithm, and be sure to subscribe here to the Country Roads Webcast to stay up to date in the future for further roster updates. As always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.